Hello everybody, it's me Chris at Pro-Am, sort of adding on from last week when we were talking about the boots. There's a few more things I would like to add. Now, some boots I didn't mention last week were the Japanese boots, Mizuno and Asics boots, which are pretty hard to get hold of over here in the UK. I've managed to strike a deal where we can get them made to order, and we get them made and shipped here 2 to 3 weeks. They'll be on our website. Now they do the Spectra boots, which is the low boot with the floppy tongue over the thing, picture here, and they do the Spectra high top, which is a bit like this. We'll be selling those on our website, as you'll be able to see. They're a lovely boot. As with everything that's made in Japan, it's expensive, and that's why we're not going to keep a full stock of them here. If we ordered a full stock of Mizuno or Asics boots, they'd be, say we ordered 200 pairs of boots, it cost us a fortune for one, and it'd probably, with a bulk order like that, it'd be months before we got them. So we worked out with the agent the easiest way was to have them on order, and we could have the customers' desired colour, choice and size here within a couple of weeks. So that's the way we're going with the Asics, as you can see here, and the two kinds of Mizuno boots. Now Adidas have just come out with some new range colours. Again, the Box Hog 4, they've come out with these lovely bright orangey red and silver, a traditional white and green. They've done this colourway before on boots years ago. Quite nice colour. They were like similar to a Champ Speed. I forget which model they were, but I'm going back 1990s or something. But that's a nice white colourway that they've come out with. And the new black and red one, as you can see, black with a red sole. That's the traditional black. As you know, these all start in a 3.5, 4. We can get them in these and these. Not sure about these. And then from that, with Adidas, they go on to this Speed X23, what we were talking about last week, which is the mid-range boot with the fancy sole and instep thing. They also do this in a pure white and a pure black now, which looks nice. We will be getting them in stock. They are quite nice, possibly on our website soon. But that's a good mid-range boot. When you look at, you do the basic Box Hog 2s I showed you last week, it retails about £60. These retail at about 90. These are around 140. And then you have the top of the range, the Speed X Ultra, which also come in different colours. A little bit higher up than these with the material wise and the padding inside. Different colours again. They've come up with some new colours. I haven't quite got my hands on some yet. I'm not sure if they're doing that colour anymore with the line. But they retail at about 175, 180, and that's a really good boot that's supposed to go up against the Hyper KO2 from Nike. As is our little improved versions at £80. We've still got some of those left in. Selling quite well, not a problem. As you know, I think the best boot on the market at the minute is the Everlast Elite Pro boots. I do not think, value for money, we sell them about 75 quid, I think, 80 quid, something like that. Recommended retails £100 or something. Some places might sell them cheaper on sale, some places might have them dearer, so you just pay your money, you take your choice where you get them from, whatever's available. But I think they're best value for money, most comfortable boot, apart from ours. Showed you last week our new low top boots to go with this. This is the one we'll be keeping in stock mostly, in white and like a very dark grey with a like a pearl effect on them as well. This is the materials on this are absolutely stunning. I'm made up with them. The comfort. They've gone out to a few people. A couple of our pros are using them at the minute. They give me the same great reviews on them. So get them bought while we can get them, because we're having trouble all the time. Everybody has trouble getting older boots, no matter who you're in. If you're Nike or Adidas, we struggle to get them from the warehouses. I showed you the Rival last week. Rival are good boots, good value for money. They do the best kids boots on the market that I've ever seen, to be honest. There's nothing compares to the £45 Future boot. It's great value for money, especially with little kids. When you think you can't get Adidas or anybody else's in like 13s and 1s and 2s, really proper boxing boots. So I recommend them all day to everybody. I wish I could afford as a brand to bring in sizes that small and that everyone would buy. It's just the way things are. I'm not a millionaire. You'd need to be to sort of do that kind of thing. But in boxing, you've got to look after your feet and your ankles. Buy the most comfortable. Everybody's feet are different. I'm not saying some people don't cut their toenails or nothing like that, but foot widths are very important. Now, I will say, if you look at Adidas boots, they're very narrow. They are a narrow fit. If you've got big, fat, ogre type feet, they won't do you. These will. These may do. Not too sure. These are more midway, but Adidas are certainly narrow, and I think the Nike ones are narrow as well. Rival are quite wide fitting, so they're good for you if you've got broad feet. So are Adams. They're excellent if you've got broad feet, but like I say, we can't get hold of Adams anymore, or at the minute. Carlos has disappeared off the face of the earth, who owns it, so I'd recommend, if you have broad feet, go that way. Nobody said anything about ours are new, so I can't say whether they do well on broad feet. One of my boxers has got he's got pretty wide feet, so he'll tell us sooner or later. He's got this colour, this boot. So far we know it's comfortable, it's light, and it protects the ankle, which it's supposed to do. It's hard wearing so far, but they're so new, what can we say? But always buy whichever. Don't, as I keep telling everybody, don't buy a certain boot because everybody else has got it and it's a big brand name. It might cripple you, and especially in amateur boxing, when you're on your toes and you're moving around that bit more, you're not flat-footed like a pro fighter. It's going to just blister your feet to get to death. I can remember one of my boxers years ago. He was a world champion, a Commonwealth champion, great boxer, Olympian, everything. We got him a nice new pair of boots for a present, and they were handmade by Cleto Rays. Lovely soft leather, red leather boots. I think he cursed me for about 3 months after wearing them in a fight because they blistered his feet to death, even though they look beautiful on his feet. So no matter how good they look and whatever big brand name they are, they will cripple you if they're not suited to your feet. So don't go for it because it's a big brand name. If you've got wide feet, try these, but I don't recommend them for people with broad feet. And like I say, if you're on your toes as an amateur boxer, it's no good getting something that's fashionable because you want to look nice if it's crippling you. Don't do it. An old story that a lot of old soldiers will agree with me on. Our army, the British Army, we used to be supplied by the cheapest tender on the block. Whoever put in the cheapest tender for boots, the MOD bought them. And the boots I was first issued with, and the second kind of boots I was issued with as a soldier, they crippled us all. And we've all got bad feet now because of that. We've all got sore feet. So if you're going to wear boxing boots 4 or 5 days a week and they're going to cripple you, when you get older, you'll suffer, trust me. I mean, years gone by, our boxing boots, we had everything made in the boot making capital of the country, Northampton. We had the same model boots as all the big old brands who were successful. The original Lonsdale, who had the best equipment in the world at the time. The boots were made in the same. We had our boots made in the same factory as them. So did Title, the original Title of London. So our boxing boots years ago weren't bad boots. They were really good, well-made boots. But now we've gone into all this kind of thing. where it's more of a fashion thing than a comfort and, you know, basic proper use. And they're made of all these modern materials with the plastics and the you know, breathable materials. They're not as comfy as they used to be. Good old really supple leather boots we all used to wear would mould to your feet, so we didn't have these problems then. So we were quite lucky with the boxing gear back then. There was no big, yeah, I've got to wear this brand because it's the biggest brand in the world and it's fashionable. You wore the best boxing boots you could get. I mean, you could get Adidas boots back then, and they were lovely boots, but they were still around. I think even when I was a kid, they were £80 a pair for the boxing boots. So obviously my parents couldn't afford them. The Lonsdale and the Tile and Brian boots, which I've still got a pair of, and I was meant to bring and show you, but the missus has stashed them in a place. I'll dig them out and we'll come back to that on another day. And the sort of similar kind of boots, but they fit better in them days and they lasted longer. So this is my point. Don't pick whatever your friends or your mates are wearing. Pick what fits you best. It's no good paying £200 for a pair of boots that are going to cripple you. It's not. It's no good to you. It's no good to your career. It'll be a short career. Like I say, value for money. These Everlast are brilliant boots. Adidas have been making boots for at least 75, 80 years or so, so they're the most experienced boots. If they fit you nice and you know, they're good value for money as well. As I say, give our boots a try. You know, just because we're not a massive brand name like in the sports arena, don't forget, Nike aren't boxing people, we are. That's the difference. If you can think of any other brands of boots that you think are brilliant boots, and Winning have just brought out boots, but we know they're made by Mizuno, so it's the same thing really. Any other brands of boots you've seen that you might want to chip in with and say these are brilliant boots, let us know. Or again, send us any in and I'll compare them with other boots. Same as gloves, if you send us your gloves in, I'll do what I normally do. I'll show you them and I'll go, yes, this is as good as this one, it's not as good as this one. I'll do it with your gloves, your headgear, your low blows, focus mitts. Send them in and let's compare them. You don't get used, you get them sent back to you straight away with a little free gift or something, you know, or you know, bit of help, whatever you need. And another thing I want to say to you this year is what we're going to do with our premium goods. Any professional boxers who need any help with a bit of sponsorship, give me a call. We sponsored a few professional boxers, and with me banging on for the last few weeks about our boxer border control approved gloves being one of the best, safest and good for your career to keep you out of hand injuries and what have you, give me a shout if you're a professional boxer and we'll get you wearing our gloves on the shows. And the more people that get seen with them, the more people will understand that you're being ripped off and having to wear awful gloves that will shorten your career, either with facial injuries or hand injuries. So give us a shout if anybody needs sponsorship with the fight gloves, etc. Give us a like, subscribe, thumbs up, pass us around, get as many people following us as you can. We need more followers. As you know, we don't get sponsored by Everlast for saying they're the nice boots, or Adidas for saying they're great boots. No one sponsors us. It's all my opinion. 50 years in boxing, so I've got a decent idea of what's right and what's wrong. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next week.